Let's be honest, running after 50 gets a bad rap. Lots of people say it's all about slowing down gracefully, or maybe it's time to hang up your racing shoes. And if you've ever felt like no matter how hard you train, you simply can't get back to your best pace, or that you're destined to slow down because of age, I hate to break the news to you, but you are absolutely right. But that's only if you keep training like you did in your 30s. But what if I told you that getting older doesn't mean slowing down, it just means training smarter? And today we're going to show you how to reverse the slowdown and unlock the one thing that runners over 50 are missing that can help them unlock that speed again. By the end of this video, you're going to know why runners over 50 are losing speed and it's not what you think, how to rebuild what time is taken away, and the biggest mistake that's stopping you from getting faster. And trust me, if you skip even one of these, you're leaving speed on the table. Let's get into it.
The real reason runners over 50 are slowing down, it is not because they're getting too old, it is not because they're losing their endurance, and it's definitely not because they can't handle their speed sessions anymore. The main problem is the fact that they are losing lean muscle mass. Imagine this stack of rope as the amount of lean muscle mass that you have in your 30s. Every year from there, you lose 3 to 5% of that lean muscle mass. And from 50 onwards, that becomes quite exponential until you're left with this amount of muscle to do the same amount of running and the same speeds as you once were. So what happens? Your stride shortens, your power drops, and the speed that used to feel so easy now feels impossible. But here's the good news. We can slow this process down, or even more positively, reverse it. How do we do that? With resistance training. If you're not lifting weights or adding resistance to your strength training, your muscles are literally withering away as you run. And if you think that just running is going to keep your muscles strong, you're wrong. You need resistance, load, and specific exercises to help rebuild your muscles. And that's what makes you faster. But muscle isn't the only thing that you're losing. Even if you are strong, you're not going anywhere without this.
This is your neuromuscular system. It's the signal between your brain and your muscles. When we were younger, these signals fired lightning fast, and it was why you could sprint, jump, react, and move with precision. But as you get older, these signals slow down, and you tend to feel that you're more sluggish, slower, and actually even more prone to tripping. The secret to running faster that nobody talks about: neuromuscular training. If you don't do short bursts of speed, drills, or reactive training, your brain forgets how to fire those muscles at full power. This means your stride gets slower, your reaction time worsens, and you lose explosiveness in your push-off. The fix: strides, plyometrics, and drills. But there's still one more massive reason runners over the age of 50 slow down. And if you don't get this right, nothing else matters. Just a side note, we're hosting a free masterclass for runners over the age of 50, and I think you'll love it. We'll be teaching you how you can recover better, run faster, and stay injury-free for years to come. Scan the QR code on screen now or click on the link below.
As you get older, it might feel like your engine is losing power, and that's because in a way it is. Think of your heart as the engine that keeps everything going. As we get older, our maximum heart rate starts to come down, and what that means is that our heart beats slower, and if our heart is beating slower, that means it's unable to send the same amount of oxygen around the body, it's unable to supply the energy that you need in working muscles, and that means that our aerobic capacity is coming down, plus our ability to run fast for long periods of time is compromised. In the body, there really is a use it or lose it principle in play. And so research has shown that people who stay active throughout their lives maintain a much higher heart rate as they get older than sedentary people. And so that tells us that although you feel like you're losing power, you can definitely get it back by training in the right way. If you make sure that we exercise your heart just like any muscle, doing the appropriate sessions at the appropriate time, we can both increase that maximum heart rate slightly, but more important, make sure that we don't lose any more of that maximum heart rate. We can make your heart beat more efficiently. In other words, it can pump more blood per stroke, which means that it can compensate a little bit for that top end coming down, and we can do the high intensity sessions so that we can try and push that heart rate up. And so much like when we were younger, we've got to just be very specific about the type of training sessions we do and when we do them. Run easy when you need to run easy so that we can improve the efficiency of the heart. And then when it comes time to run hard, make sure that you've run easy enough when you are in your easy session so that we can really push you in those hard sessions and get that heart rate up. And those are the ways that you can make sure that your engine is running smoothly and providing the power to the system that you need. You don't slow down because you age. You slow down because you stop doing the things that make you fast. And if you put all these together, you can perform into your 50s, 60s, and beyond. But here's the thing. None of this matters if you don't provide your body with the nutrients it needs to recover, rebuild, and keep you performing at your best. That's why runners over 50 need a different approach to supplementation. And most runners, they're getting it wrong. Watch this video next if you want to know what to take, when to take it, and how that'll positively impact your running longevity.